And we are back for game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. It is, once again, Project versus Flip in the TLS final qualifier, round of 8. Very, very exciting.
Yes, it is exciting indeed. Game 1 looked very, very solid from Project, and it is, of course, quite close now. Only one game away from moving to the round of 4, from where it is a short jump to a final position, in which case he would qualify, which is something I really didn't think was going to happen. There's pretty much no way he'd be able to qualify on points at this stage because, of course, he started so late in the qualifiers. He only played yesterday and today, so he needs to get into a final in order to go through here. Otherwise, he really isn't going to be able to qualify for this tournament, at least. And looking at the standings now, I'm trying to find where Flip is. I would imagine he's quite high, but I don't think he's in a qualifying position either. Okay, he was at number 19 at the beginning of this weekend. I don't know how he did yesterday.
He's at 24th now on the Liquipedia ranking with just 41 points. So he basically needs to... I think if he gets to the semifinals, he'll probably have enough points to qualify because you get quite a few points from the semis. So yeah, I guess so. Flip needs to at least win this series, and the Project needs to win or at least get to the finals. So yeah, pretty tough for both players, really. Yeah,
it's really all to play for right here. These guys both have it all on the line right now. So yeah, it's going to be intense, and I'm ready to go right now, Sale, if you are.
Excellent, I'm ready as well. So here we go into game number 2. Alright, here we are in game number 2. At the top left, as the orange Terran, we have Ro8, aka Reps Project. And at the bottom left, as the green Zerg, we have SJ.fLip.
We do indeed. So, Flip, what are you going to come back with this game? Crazy Zerg, not looking so great last time. So I'd imagine he's going to be perfectly ready to switch it up this game. Of course, I'm sure he'll have different strategies prepared for each map and for each different game right here. So, yeah, I'm kind of hoping for this map that he's going to... I don't know. I was going to say play a little bit more conventional, but I'd imagine Crazy Zerg will be equally as effective on this map as the previous one. I can't see any reason why not.
I feel like Electric Circuit is slightly bigger as well. I don't know if that's actually true, but you might have a little bit more time before the Terran gets to your base. So, so that might be ideal for that. On the other hand, it might also have been part of the fact that he scouted Project being cross-map last game, so he thought he'd have more time to react and stuff. Yeah. Although I'm not really sure, because if you're cross-map, that means your third base is going to be closer to your opponent. Either way, elegant. It's the return of the 9 pool.
Oh, yes. Yes, thank you, Flip, for 9 pooling. I've never been so happy to see a 9 pool. In fact, I've never previously been happy to see a 9 pool at all, but for some reason I like to see this one. And it is going to be a 9 pool speed as well, so Flip, it's not going to be a 9 pool speed. Just like call it, he ruins it, ruins my day by doing the gas trick and heading that drone straight out to presumably do some scouting action. But yes, it's going to be a 9 pool, so Flip going to go for a little bit of early aggression here, but nothing to go crying home about, and I'm sure that Project is going to be alright against this, but scouting in the wrong direction, Project's going to be in the dark for quite some time.
Yeah, 9 pool is pretty cheesy in ZBT though, I mean...
yeah.
Although, actually, having said that, on this map, because there's no narrow ramp and you can't just like block your ramp with 2 SCVs, I think it's going to be ridiculously effective. I mean, look how far away the barracks is from the command center right now. It's going to be really hard for him to actually bring SCVs here to defend Marines that come out. So this could actually go very, very badly for Project. And we do see 6 Lings morphing right now. So yeah, Project is not going to have any idea, I think, until the Lings are on his base, because this SCV is no way he's going to see anything in time.
Yeah, this could actually be really, really bad for Project. I mean, he's going to have maybe 2 Marines out, but he's got no, as you mentioned already, he's got no decent position in his base where he can really kind of make this count. He's going to have to use his SCV lights to the best visibility. There are already 6 Lings on their way over there. Thank goodness for Project they don't have speed, otherwise I think it would probably be done right now. Oh, and he throws down the command center as well. So he's going to have to defend so far forward if he wants to keep that command center alive, but I expect he's going to cancel that out as soon as he sees what's happening, and he needs to be really quick on the reaction against this. He still doesn't know, and he will not know until those Lings are hacking away his first Marine. I'll be surprised if that first Marine even survives.
Oh man, he's running back right now. He doesn't even have a second Marine in production yet. Oh man. SCV getting taken down there from the command center. Looks like Flip just going to force a cancel on the command center. He should be building a bunker somewhere, I think. Is he really not going to build a bunker? Is he just going to try and micro down? I mean, he's got like 400 APM. Oh, did he cancel?
It was cancelled. I think it was cancelled.
Okay, I think it was. Yeah, he's got a lot of minerals on the bank, so
that
it's
was
definitely
so
canceled.
close, though. That was
yeah, I was
so
like,
close.
that was the whole thing was red, man. It was entirely red, and there is the bunker. Looks like he's gonna build it at the choke. He's got looks like 7 SCVs off the line. He's gonna do some nice micro here against the Lings, but a couple of Lings attacking the Marines. He's gotta do the micro. He's gotta do the micro. One Ling remains with just red HP, and he actually cancels the bunker because he sees with his SCV that there's no more Lings coming. He sees that Flip has followed this up with a 2-hatch something build, presumably 2-hatch Muta, could potentially be 2-hatch Lurker. I think Muta is a little bit more likely, but man, I cannot believe that Project actually held that off, taking so little damage.
That's such a smart move from Project as well, knowing that he can cancel out that bunker and knowing that he can keep kind of pushing out and he doesn't have to be all hunkered back in his base all defensive. I really, really like it. So Flip getting a nice position right there and actually doing a good job of getting himself into an early game situation, but it didn't quite pay off for him. There was some very good micro in there from Project as well. We could see him prepared to pull, to drill SCVs back as well as they were being damaged. So all credit to him for actually defending that effectively. And I would imagine that that's going to be it for Flip's aggression from now, although he does have a couple more Lings morphing, but I imagine they're going to be more in an attempt to defeat scouting SCVs than anything else, although he is making 6 more, so maybe some kind of run back could be on the cards.
Yeah, and we saw a pretty quick gas again from Project, but instead of going for the engineering bay, he's gone for the academy this time. So playing a bit more, a slightly older style, I would say. Going for like 2 racks a CAD is was popular kind of before going for +1, 4 or 5 racks. But I mean, they're both very, very valid styles still, and we do actually see a Hydra Den. I was slightly surprised by this. It's a little bit late. Usually you're supposed to make your Hydra Den when your lair is halfway done and then they finish at the same time, so I'd assumed it would just be Mutas since we didn't see a Den for a while, but no, he is actually going 2-hatch Lurker, so very, very cheesy here. 9 pull into 2-hatch Lurker, it's basically all in.
It really is. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see what Project can do about this. He's got, he's gonna have comm sets at least, but no engineering bay in sight.
Yeah, and there's no way in hell an SCV is going to be able to sneak through there. I mean, there's already Lings with speed. Just nothing's getting through. You'd have to actually kill off the Lings first in order to actually get an SCV out into that. I think he's going to keep trying, but I think Flip kind of looking like he's going to try and dart in, maybe to tempt those Marines out a little bit, but I think Project's going to be a bit smarter than that. Flip just trying his luck, though. It never hurts to do so, but I think Project's going to be not going to be tempted out by such a lighter temptation as that. But I don't really see how he's going to be able to get the scouts. Actually, having said that, he does already have the comm sets out, so he's able to throw down a scan immediately on the Hydra stand, so he is going to know instantly what's up and he's going to know how to prepare for this. And there we go, throwing down an extra bunker at the front as well. I always think this is a great idea as Terran. If you know you're going to be facing against Lurkers, make extra bunkers. They're so cheap and they can often be the difference between life and death.
Yeah, the engineering bay is getting close to done as well. That'll definitely be done by the time the Lurkers are getting there. But we have a Queen's Nest. What? Are you kidding me? You're going to go to Hive from here?
Hang on.
How do you even afford that? He's got 4 drones mining minerals in his natural.
Oh.
Well, I don't know what this is. This is like Crazy Zerg Lurker version, 2-hatch Lurker version. This is even crazier though. But I don't really see how this can work.
I don't know how this can work, but Flip's really good, so I'm going to assume it's a good strategy for now, and I know there's going to be some kind of basis for it. I know there is a plan here. There is something afoot from Mr. Flip. He already has a few Lurkers morphing in. He does have, yeah, they're all going to be done by the time these Marines come out. Project, I actually thought he's looking a bit low on SCVs. I think he actually cut SCVs for quite a significant amount of time back there in order to push a few extra Marines out, get that bunker down, and get his tech up and running. So he's going to be a bit light on economy for a while, but it's nothing compared to Flip, who has hardly produced any drones at all throughout the course of this game and is now settling into... well, I was going to say a defensive position, but he is still pushing on with these Lurkers, but I don't think they're going to be lasting too long.
Project is so smart. He kept his Marines by his back door for a while until right when the Zerg was about to run around him, and then he brought them back. I don't know how he knew that was happening, but that's like star sense right there. Perfect timing. All of his Marines are getting... Basically, he doesn't want the Lurkers to contain him, so he's just leaving his Marines out on the map because he knows that it's difficult for them to actually approach. With good medic Marine micro, he can actually pick these off individually. So Flip has to be very, very careful how he actually moves forward here. So this is really, really nice play by Project, not letting the Zerg kind of dictate the pace of the game. But I'm still so baffled by this Hive. Can you really do this? Can you really 2-hatch, like 9 pool into 2-hatch Lurker into Hive off just 2 bases? I feel like this shouldn't be possible, but who knows?
I can't see where he's going to get the money from. I mean, there's just going to be no cash in the bank. Look at Flip's economy. He's mining nothing. He has no money left over. He's spending everything he's got. What possible use is Hive Tech going to be?
Maybe he just wants like cracklings or something.
Yeah, it must be for cracklings because there's nothing else he's really going to be able to afford.
That's so expensive for cracklings though. You got to get the Queen's Nest, the Hive, and the upgrade. That is so much gas.
That's really expensive. However, this is smart. I really like Project's positioning here. He's doing his best to cut off reinforcements with this control group of Marines. And so far it's worked. He's forced those two Lurkers to burrow down out there, and he's going to be able to easily prevent them from moving forward until they've got any more reinforcements. I mean, if there's a really concerted group of Lurkers, they'll be able to make their way through, but still they'll have to be careful to pick their way past those Marines, and that's smart play from Project. I really like what he's doing there, and of course he does have a third base available to him, even though it is a mineral only, pretty much whenever he wants it.
It's a Defiler Mound, Elegant. It's actually a Defiler Mound. He's actually going to get Defilers. Huh. Now that I think about this a little bit more, maybe that's not terrible. I mean, he's still really low on money, but we saw like how effective Oxurg was with the hold that thought. Oh, he's gonna kill all the Lurkers! No, scan ran out. There's a second scan.
He's alright. He's got the second scan. Very, very nice from Project, making those Marines definitely worth it, picking off the reinforcements. And while it looks like that's quite expensive for him because he lost a fair amount of his group, there are still only 3 Lurkers outside his base. That's barely even enough to call a contain.
Yeah, and what was I saying? Oh yeah, before that attack happened,
yeah,
I was thinking about how actually, because you know, Oxurg was ridiculously effective with Lurkerling Defiler, and that's kind of just how good Defilers are in general. You know, when you get Dark Swarm, everything under it is invincible to everything the Terran has, because everything in the Terran army is ranged. So nothing does damage to units under Swarm. So if you can actually get an early position with Lurkers and then start swarming their natural, it sounds like it might be effective. But I mean, this is the problem here. See, Project is moving out. He's not going to let the Zerg get to, you know, stay at his natural so easily here. But oh man, more Lurkers and things coming in. He's got to pull back. He's got to keep the tanks alive. The tanks are the things that are going to range down these Lurkers. The Marines with that many Lurkers can't really do too much. But there is a siege mode. The Lings are coming in here, but there's Marines behind to protect them. And here we go. Lots of Lurkers moving in. They're not quite close enough though. It looks like they are close enough to get the tank. I think they'll get the tank.
I don't think they will. Looks like the tank will just about survive. Great focusing down right there from Project, taking the front 2 Lurkers, and it looks like the Defiler playing it right on the edge there, taking one nasty siege tank hit. Not much health on that Defiler, and he can't afford that many of them, of course. Although it looks like he is going to be just about okay in terms of money. But this is actually working pretty nicely for Flip.
How is this build even possible? I don't understand. This is crazy, and I think Project actually is in huge trouble now. He can't do anything.
I think Project is.
Wasted double swarm there, but there's nothing he can actually do against a swarm right now. He's getting irradiated. That's the only thing that'll damage units under a Dark Swarm. Even the tank splash doesn't affect burrowed units. Looks like he's going to counterattack with a drop right now, and actually he had a small group of Marines out on the map. He's going to counterattack. There is one sunken there to stop them, but that counterattack could be effective. The problem is I think he's going to have to abandon his natural. Maybe a good idea to build some bunkers and stuff in the back. He's building fire bats as well. Those will be able to splash Zerglings under the swarm, but still very, very ineffective against the Lurkers. And here we go. There's the drop. He scanned the front. There's only a single sunken there. There's a single Lurker as well. A couple of Hydras. Those aren't going to do anything, and he's moving into the natural here. We could see a bit of a base race here between Project and Flip, and the units at the front are getting taken down because Flip is not paying attention. He's paying attention to his natural. It looks like all the units got taken down here. There's still a lot of Marines remaining. Some Lurkers are morphing here. The drones have evacuated Elegant. This is crazy.
This is absolutely mad. I mean, Project has somehow managed to pull himself into a position where he might actually just about be okay. He's somehow defending at the front door as well of his own natural. He might be able to hold on here. The swarm, despite being super imbalanced, is not going to be enough, and he's going to be able to take down the natural hatchery over at the natural expansion of Flip. And this is seriously bad right now for Flip somehow. I don't know how Project's managed to turn this around, but he has. He is doing uncountable damage over at the Zerg main base. There are Lings being produced, but they are literally dying as they come out of the eggs. I don't know that he can even keep his main base alive right now.
Oh man, he's still doing damage in the natural.
Look at those fire bats as well. Look at those fire bats. Oh my god.
Oh god. There's so many fire bats. What the hell? Oh man, he's massing fire bats. He's taking down the Lurkers. Oh, but all the fire bats are gone. This is what I'm talking about, man. Fire bats are cool. Oh, he tried to run into the bunker, but he didn't get it. So 2 Lurkers are still alive. And the Marines in the main, are they going to kill it? There's 3 Marines remaining. The drones are fighting. They're getting surrounded, though. They're surrounding the Marines. Are they alive? But the medics are healing too fast. The drones, they don't have enough DPS. Every single drone is going down. GG! Project takes it down. That's what I'm talking about, Project. Yes!
That is fantastic play right there for Project. Right when it looked like he was down, he brought it back. He defended it at the front door. He got the double prong thing going on, and that is multitasking, and that's what it's all about. So Project looking good.
I saw the swarms in his natural. I'm like, God damn, Zerg is so imbalanced. The Project is just like,
Yeah.
I got this.
I was thinking exactly the same thing.
I got this.
I was like, there's literally nothing he can do against this swarm. He is done. I was thinking he is dead. He is buried. It is over. And then, just with the crazy comeback, Project, I have to applaud that, turning the game round on a knife edge.
This man, guys, next time you see Project streaming, everybody just go to his stream and tell him how awesome he is.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what? Because he's so awesome, we're just gonna keep casting him, guys. After we come back from this break, we're gonna bring you the first semi-final match. It's gonna be Project versus the real Nemu. BRB.